What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a look at a brand new type of One Piece TCG product. The kind of product we've never seen before. It's brand new. They've never done this. I suppose I kind of covered that when I said brand new, really, didn't I? What we're talking about here is a new Learn to Play style of set. It is the Learn Together deck set. That's right. It's gone and been officially revealed. Now, I did tell you about this a little while ago when we saw the distributor listings, but by the same token, we didn't know too much about it. Now, we knew there were going to be Zoro, Luffy, and Nami leaders. Yay. But that was about it. Now, to be fair, at this point, given what we now know, we could have guessed what the three leaders were, but we don't need to guess anymore. We totally know, and that's lovely. Now, we have an official release date of the 3rd of October 2025, and we have a US MSRP of $39.99, and you get 3 full decks, 51 cards plus 10 Don cards each, 3 deck cases. Don't get excited, they're going to be cardboard deck cases. It's not to say they're going to be terrible, but we all know they're for kind of when you first start out. You're not probably going to be taking them to big events. And the biggest reason is they generally don't hold sleeved cards. Not saying these won't. I'm saying that generally these kind of products come with ones that don't. But you then get an extra card pack times 3, 5 cards per pack, 3 types of pack, 15 different cards, which are better than you're probably expecting. We'll get to that in a minute. A 2-player play sheet, and 3 guidebooks. And the guidebooks here clearly are going to be how to play the deck, which is kind of awesome, really. I love this. I love that they're just like, look, these are new products. They're designed for new players. What we should really do here is make it easy for people to actually play the decks, and that is exactly what they've gone and done. I think this is awesome. Big fan, ladies and gentlemen. Big fan. And thanks to One Piece's presence at Anime Expo in France this weekend, and the lovely Orange Samurai D, we've actually got some images as well. Take a look at the deck case images, which really do seem to be cardboard deck cases that hold unsleeved decks. Not the end of the world, just putting it out there. Don't get too excited about the deck cases. Don't buy it for that reason. We've also got to look at the box, and I considered going to Anime Expo because I'm in London at the end of this week. I'm in London. I'm recording this in London right now. And I was like, I could just hop on a Eurostar and go to Anime Expo. Paris is not that far from London by Eurostar. Decided not to, and now I kind of wish I had, so I could have got better pictures of this. Who's not bending down and taking a nice clear picture at the front of that box? Boo! But also it's the best we've got, and I can't do better, so thank you. Okay, cool. Biggest thing we need to know here, of course, is the contents of the box, especially the decks. Oh, also, just as a side note here, have a look at the contents. There is a playmat there. It's going to be a paper play sheet. Don't get too excited about this. $40 for 3 decks and the bonus cards. That is about right. 3 starter decks and some extra cards for $40. Starter decks are generally like $12 each, $36. Add some promo cards. Yeah. So look, the deck cases and playmat, they're throw-ins, they're cool, people are going to like them, they're going to be great for players who pick this up as a learn-to-play product. Don't get excited about them, it's not a reason to pick it up. But then we can also see the alternate art leaders. And this tells us what we need to know. We've got ourselves a mono green Zoro, so blatantly it's the one from OP12 because that's the only green Zoro we've got. We got ourselves mono red Luffy, which doesn't completely narrow it down, but the small amount of text on there and the fact that it's Gear 5 Luffy really tells us that it is Starter Deck 21 Luffy. And then we've got ourselves a yellow and blue Nami. So there's only, we've had mono blue Nami, but yellow and blue Nami? Nah, mate. There's only one of those, and it's the one from OP11. It is interesting to me that one of these is dual color. Because these kind of products, generally speaking, the learn-to-play products, the main goal of these is generally to keep things as easy as possible. So I am a little bit interested here by the fact that they've gone for dual colour. But actually, if we take a closer look at the leaders, I'm also a little bit surprised here by some of the decision, because who thought Zorro was the best idea here? Now, I'm not complaining, not by a long shot. I think the Zorro's cool. But this Zorro in a Learn to Play product? Really? I am surprised. Put it that way. Because the Zorro here, what you do is mono green, 5,000 power, 5 life. But then you've got Don X3, activate main once per turn. If you have battled a character this turn, you activate, but you're then not allowed to attack a character of an original cost of 7 or less. It has to be either a leader, or it has to be a character of an original cost of 8 or higher. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that's like impossible for anyone to understand, but I absolutely am saying that for brand new players that are brand new to the game, that is not the easiest leader to start off with. Now, OP01 Zorro, Don X1, all your characters get an extra 1,000 power. That is a straightforward leader. This one, bit weird, ladies and gentlemen. Little bit weird. Of course, it's also kind of weird that, you know, OP12's not even out in English yet, and we're already seeing this. Of course, there is a really nice alternate art of Zorro. If we have a look at Luffy, there isn't a nice alternate art of Luffy because it was in Starter Deck 21. Although we did, of course, have the kind of the promo pack Luffy, which is nice and all, but it's really just a monochrome version of the regular art. Let's not get too excited. But we got the Don X1 activate main once per turn, give up to 2 rested Don cards to one of your characters. Look, there's a lot of good Luffy leaders right now. There's a lot of Luffy leaders seeing a lot of play. This is not one of them. That should tell you what you need to know. The Zorro, for what it's worth, is actually doing pretty well right now, as is the Nami. This Nami is seeing significant play right now, which is wonderful. Big fan of this. It's a very cool leader. But we've seen it popping up, doing very well in some big tournaments, so make no mistake about it, this is legit. Essentially, the Luffy is meh, but the Zorro and Nami are both very good leaders right now. But again, the Nami is on your turn once per turn. When a card is removed from yours or your opponent's life, if you've got 7 or fewer cards in hand, draw one. And Don X1 on your opponent's turn once per turn, trash a card from your hand, and your leader gets a 2k bump during this turn. And I'm just saying, I don't think they're going for the easiest leaders here, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You know, let's teach the new generation to play as well. It's just a little bit surprising to me. Now, in terms of the extra cards, we've not been shown everything, but we have been shown one from each of the packs, and frankly, it's really cool. Like, we've got ourselves a secret rare Zorro from OP06, the one that once during a turn you can pay 1 when attacking to restand, and once during your turn you can just pay 2 to restand. Firstly, it's a powerful card, it's going to make your deck better. Secondly, it's a secret rare. It's a very cool card. I also find it interesting that this is in the kind of extra pack, because my inkling here essentially is that they've pared down the power and complexity of the decks coming out the box, and then they've given you these extra cards to kind of bump up the power level a little bit when you're more comfortable with them. That's generally how these things tend to go. They've given us a super rare dragon from OP07. It's got Rush. And on play, give 2 rested Don to your leader or one of your characters. So again, it's a pretty cool card. Nice little super rare. And then the Nami is the super rare that came around in OP11. Actually came out to match with the leader, which is honestly kind of cool. But it's a super rare that's got blocker. And then on play, if your leader is multicolored, draw 3 and put 2 from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. It's another very good, very playable card. So I kind of love the fact that they're getting it here. And this seems to just be a really good product. This seems to be the kind of product where Bandai are just doing a great job. And I give Bandai a lot of credit for a lot of stuff lately. I'm sorry. They're doing lots of stuff really nicely. This is one of them. It's a specialist learn-to-play product. And look, a lot of companies are doing this right now. This isn't an original idea. A lot of companies are doing this. But I don't care. Because what they're doing is giving us a very cool product, which is making it easier for new people to get in and learn the game. They're giving us alternate arts of existing leaders, which is cool for two reasons. It means you don't have to buy this because they're not new leaders, but there's a cool bonus for buying it because they are alternate art. Then we got these extra packs where they're reprinting good cards, and this just seems like a bit of a win. If you don't like this product and want to ignore it, just ignore it. No one cares. But if you do want this, it's actually kind of awesome and I love it. So there we go. I've told you what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this product. Tell me if it's the kind of thing you're going to be picking up. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching Wasi Plays.